what's up you guys? My name is Nadia, this is Nadia Now, and right now we are starting a week in my life, even though it's Tuesday and it's 3 p.m.
Her name is Nadia, and this is Nadia Now. Right now, I'm proud of you, stay tuned for the rest of the show.
I have to catch you guys up on Sunday and Monday and this morning, and then I will finish filming on like Friday. So really this is like 4 chronological days in a row in my life. Okay, so on Sunday, Robert and I went to the Canadian Country Music Awards. Honestly, one of the best experiences of my life. I have never been to an award show of any form, and we were right on the floor. We were literally right next to High Valley when they were performing, and there was a cameraman who had to kind of move us out of the way, but he was a meter or two from me. I could touch High Valley, which I wouldn't, but they were right there. Mackenzie Porter and Dallas Smith sang 1-2, and that song makes me cry the second I hear the piano keys. So I'm sobbing, you know, Robert's behind me so he can't even tell that I'm crying, but like instant tears. James Barker Band was back. I saw them at the Stampede. I saw them now. They had these flames go off on stage. It was so sick and they were so close. Jade Eagleson, this new guy, this new song that I haven't heard, Rockin' a Hard Place. One of my new favorite songs now. Amazing. Tennille Townes won like every single award that you could have won, and honestly she deserved it. And when she sang Last Time or something like that, so good. She's so amazing. She's so humble. She spreads the best message for women and she's so empowering. So I want to thank Robert for taking me and for his work for making that a possibility. Monday, I was going to start the week in my life, but y'all, my Mondays are go, 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 and I really can't film. Like, I'll film on campus if I know I'm meeting up with, like, Nikolai or Nikki from my past videos, or, like, new friends that I'm trying to make, and if I somehow am able to put in there into our conversations that I'm a vlogger and they're okay to be in my vlogs, then eventually I'll film on campus, I guess. But I had art history, and here is a painting and a quilt and a church that we discussed in class. We basically just met the prof and did introductions. I think the prof is gonna be a little bit nitpicky and wanting very thorough work. So it's gonna be a lot, but I can handle it. And then I had child development. I absolutely love the prof. I already signed up for a topic and got it approved to write a paper on John Locke and Aristotle. And she was like, oh my gosh, nobody ever writes about theorists. And I'm like, well, here I am, Akina. I sat in the front row. We did like her first lecture. She actually got through the whole thing. It's a 3-hour class, so of course she did. But some very, very interesting topics that we're going to be discussing. Like, I already know a little bit about aggression in children, but like the question, to spank or not to spank, the answer is not to spank, because it shows that behaviors get worse in children if you do, and there's better forms of discipline out there, but I understand that everyone has a different viewpoint, but that's just what the studies show. Or like child eyewitness testimonies, like yes, they can go on the stand, but you're not allowed to ask them any leading questions because the child interprets that as they said something wrong, so they end up changing their answers if you ask, are you sure? So super interesting. And then just, yeah, so many things that I'm excited to learn. And I have a niece, so I'm excited to talk with the parents and tell them about what I learned, and maybe something that I learn in class can help them. But obviously I'm not a parent, so I can't judge anyone's parenting styles or skills, and I don't try not to. I mean, you always just judge without knowing you judge, but I'm not a parent, so I don't judge. Okay, I don't know, now I'm just rambling. And then I had to go to work, and work was go, go, go. If you don't know, I'm a receptionist at a therapy clinic. So yeah, there was a lot of clients and behind the scenes work that I got to do. And then today I was going to go swimming in the morning, and instead I slept until like 11 and left my house at like noon to get to my class today at 1, which is Sociology of Families. It's an active learning class, so you're constantly talking to all your peers. There's just discussions the entire class. It's a perfect class for me. I love that kind of style. So much easier to make friends. Discussion is encouraged, and I learned so much better that way, hands-on. So that was amazing. I got some Edo, and now I have about an hour until I have to be at work. So I think I'm gonna go to some park and just sit outside in nature. I have a few articles that I have to read, and I've printed them off. So I'm gonna go do that. Maybe I'll film a few clips of like nature, because I'm feeling like this is one of the last days of like decent weather before it gets abruptly very cold, but that's okay because I like the fall style and the winter style clothing. So I'm excited to really experiment with my style this year. I don't get home until 10, and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch Desperate Housewives. If there are any Desperate Housewives fans out there, please let me know down in the comments and we can talk. I'm like halfway through season 2 and I am obsessed with it. And no, it's not the Real Housewives of like New York, like the soap opera drama comedy from 2004. It's a little weird, but I love it, okay? In my sociology of families class, she brought up like, what is the meaning of happiness? What does happiness mean to you? What is your happiest memory? And honestly, like, it was such a deep discussion because another girl in my team is a psychology major, and her and I just like went deep into like the psychological meaning of happiness. And like the other girls in our team were sociology and English majors, and they thankfully like went along with it, but it was such a deep question to start the class off with, and I just needed to mention that. I also wanted to mention that we talked about naturalistic observation in my child development course, which is like when you observe children in their natural environment and you're not allowed to like manipulate any variables. You're just supposed to watch and see what happens, but you have like a checklist of like your operational definitions for like aggression. This is very deep, but like I just drove by school and I saw a bunch of kids playing, and I was like, what if I just sit and just observe them? That would be a little stalkery, but like I thought it was funny. I took a different route today and I ended up right outside of Robert's work somehow, and my work is 10 minutes that way, so I have time and I want to see if I can just say hi to him because I know he's in at the office today. Oh, he might be at a remote actually. I'm just gonna take a picture and be like, vlogging and also outside your work. Chorus Entertainment! Clips of nature. I'm vlogging on my phone today. I walked my dog and dropped my parents off at the airport because they're going to Atlanta to visit my cousin. But I just want to show you what I've made for breakfast because it's a big academic day for me. So I have some coffee and I have these 2 eggs that kind of went together to make these breakfast sandwiches. Then I'm also going to make a smoothie because I need the brain energy today. I feel very out of it. If you know me, you know that I love peas. So I actually warmed them up and they look kind of gross. That one has brown on it. But I love peas. So I have that to add some greenery to my dish. Then my mom made these kotletka things, but they're not kotletkas. I don't know the Russian term for it, but they're meat. This cheese has little flakes of like green stuff, like some kind of grass, and it's so good. It tastes like cheese and crackers, like already just in one. It's so good. I'll have to find out what the name of this is. And then just 2 pieces of toast, but this is not regular toast. It is poppy seed and some other kind of seed. So good. So yeah, that's it from me. I didn't film walking the dude, but I think it was successful. And it's so beautiful this morning. Oh. Yeah. So beautiful this morning. A little bit smoky, I think, and it might rain, but we're having a good morning. This is the final product. I'm actually so excited about it. It looks so good. And yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday, September 15th at 4 p.m. and I am walking my dog before work. I had a very busy day at school. I don't remember the last time I was this tired and nauseous and quite very ready for bed. It was an interesting day. Part of the reason that I'm tired is because I stayed up late last night submitting an assignment for my class that I had this morning, and there was only 2 of us, including myself and the professor, and we didn't go over what I wrote and spent so much time and effort in, so I made sure to ask him all the questions I had. But just want to let you know that I'm alive and well. Well, alive, but maybe not well. My dog cannot be left home alone for as long as he has been, unfortunately, because my parents are out of town and I have to leave him. And he's crazy when we're on these walks because he's been cooped inside for all day, and he's a Jack Russell. Look at these pretty flowers. I don't know if you can tell, the train is going. There's nobody here but us on this bench. Peep the bench. Peep the vlogger.